Hey crew! So today we're going to continue talking about adverbs in language. Yesterday we looked at adverbs that tell how. So this morning, if you watch my math lesson, you know it's cold outside today, and the wind is blowing hard. So I quickly walked to the church today to do these lessons. I quickly walked. It tells how I walked. Yesterday, I slowly walked because I was doing a science lesson on the way, but didn't do that today because I quickly walked because I wanted to get out of the cold wind and that freezing rain that was falling. Not much fun out there today. So that is adverbs. They tell us how. They tell us more about a verb by telling us how. Today, as you can see on my board, we're going to talk about adverbs that tell when. Okay? Now, when words can be words like days of the week. They can be words like yesterday or tomorrow. They can also be words like now or then or later or soon. Words like that don't really give us a time. For instance, Governor Noem has come out and said, we will be going back to school soon. Okay, well that's a good adverb, soon, going soon. But sometimes adverbs can be more specific, like we will be going back to school tomorrow. Now it gives me more specific dates. So again, just like adverbs that tell us how, they give us a little, a little more information. If she says we're going back to school, the question everybody's going to have is, well, when? So that adverb by saying we're going back to school later, we're going back to school next week, we're going back to school tomorrow, those kind of give us a little more information, let us know when this is happening, okay? And so these adverbs that are going to tell us when, give somebody a little more information, lets them know when in time something's happening or when in time something already happened. Like, I visited Elwyn last week. Well, that adverb lets you know that it happened before now, okay? So, adverbs that tell us when. So, if you don't have it out already, get out your worksheet, page 176. Okay? All right, got it? So let's look at the box at the top first. At the box at the top, it reminds us of what an adverb is. An adverb tells us more about a verb, or as they say, an adverb describes a verb. Okay? And the second thing it says there is an adverb can tell when something happens. So an adverb can tell when something happens. So they give us a couple of examples there. Yesterday, we went to the museum. Yesterday being the adverb, telling us when it happened. First, we took a bus there. Now, first is an order word, but it's still an adverb because it's telling us when things occurred, the first thing we did. So, first would be an adverb. We wrote a thank you letter today. Today is the adverb because it tells us when we wrote that letter. So let's go down to the bottom. It says, read each sentence, think about the action, then underline the adverb that tells when the action was done. So, number 1 says, yesterday we read about dinosaurs. So what did we do? We read. Read is our verb. We is a subject. We read. Now the question is, when did we do this reading? Yep, yesterday. So in the sentence, you're going to go ahead and it says underline the adverb. So it's the very first word in the sentence. That's why I'm capitalizing it here. And you can underline the word yesterday because that tells us when we read. Let's do number 2. Today we took a bus to the museum. So what did we do? We took. Okay, so took is what we did, but the question is, what adverb, or what word in the sentence is the adverb that tells us when? Sure, today. So we'll write now, capital T-O-D-A-Y, and you're going to underline the word today in the sentence. All right? So any of the words in this sentence that tell you when the action's taking place. So follow the same succession as we did yesterday. Find your subject, find your verb, then find that word that tells you when the verb is taking place. So whether it's first, then, next, last, today, yesterday, any of those kinds of things, those are the adverbs you're looking for today. Again, be listening for them today. Mom or dad might say, tomorrow we will go outside, or today it is snowy. Those kinds of things those are giving you those adverbs, okay? So listen for those adverbs. Are you listening for the ly ones that are telling you how? Finding them in your books? I hope you are. Make sure you keep looking for these as well, okay? All right. Catch you guys later.